What is up, everybody? My name is Harry Rice. Welcome back to the channel today. It's a brand new video, and as you can tell by the title, I'd imagine, and hopefully the thumbnail, hopefully I have a fun thumbnail for both of these, but we are on to part 2 of the DVD collection update. In other words, this is just the stuff I bought off eBay, because there's a couple hockey cards as well. Genuinely this time, I know I said in the last video, but genuinely, hopefully there is an addendum on this one, and I'm recording this stack now, and then the rest of the stuff that I have that I ordered comes in soon. I decided to just record it now because we've got a nice box. Oh, you can kind of see the edge of it right here. We got a box full of DVDs. Well, maybe not full, but there's about half full of DVDs. So we're going to get to those last, obviously. We're going to cover everything that I've ordered off Amazon and eBay since Christmas, technically. Yeah, literally, the first thing I bought was Boxing Day. And I think it's the only thing I bought off Amazon. The rest of it's all eBay, and the big box, ironically, is Facebook Marketplace. So 3 places I bought DVDs from. So yeah, enough dilly-dallying. We'll get into it. Hopefully there's an addendum. I don't think I'll order that much to warrant a part 3 this early, but we shall see. So first up, again, the only thing that I actually ordered off of Amazon, and that is Euphoria, Season 1 and Season 2. So far, the complete series. This is going to be out of date in like 2 months when Season 3 comes out on HBO, or for us Canadians, Crave. At least I'm pretty sure it's on Crave. Yeah, I bought this. It was like $12 on Amazon. It's usually $24-25, so I said, yeah, why not? I like Euphoria. Why not pick it up? Which actually, the cool thing I didn't realize is that it actually comes with the 2... they're not holiday episodes, the one of them is, but the 2 special episodes they made between Season 1 and Season 2 focusing on Rue and Jules, which, fuck anyone who's not a C-Blob, one of the best episodes of television of the 2020s so far, in my opinion. Really hope they let Hunter Schafer into the writing room for Season 3, at least for Jules' scenes, because great writer. But yeah, I like Euphoria. I'm kind of in that weird group that didn't care much for Season 1, but I thought Season 2 was pretty good. I don't know, maybe on a rewatch, if I eventually rewatch this with the DVD, because it's still sealed. And something I want to note about that in a second, but maybe on a rewatch, I'll like Season 1 more and not like Season 2 all that much, but we'll see. I'm, of course, interested for Season 3 for a plethora of reasons. Of course, Sydney Sweeney. Come on, I'm a guy. Hunter Schafer, I'm really excited to see what they do with Jules this season. I'm morbidly curious about Trisha Paytas's role in Season 3 because they've mentioned that she's in the cast, and I'm assuming it's just something to do with Sydney Sweeney's, with Cassie's, spicy site. I've heard people call it that, so I think I can say that on YouTube. I don't think I can say the actual thing, unfortunately. But yeah, so hopefully it's just like a small thing, and it's just, oh, well, she's a name, put her in the new to Euphoria thing. Really excited to see what Natasha Lyonne does as well. Natasha Lyonne, who I know from American Pie, and But I'm a Cheerleader. Really need to watch that movie. I've heard that's actually pretty good. But yeah, Euphoria, yeah, I enjoy Euphoria quite a bit. I was actually going to buy 3 or 4 of these because I think that was all they had in stock was 3 or 4. I was going to buy them, again, $12 a pop, that's pretty good, because apparently on eBay they go for like $30 brand new. And with the slip, I imagine that brings it up to like $40-50. So I was going to, and then I decided to buy the one. I regret it a little bit, but yeah, happy I at least got the one for myself. So Euphoria, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe next Boxing Day, if they have the same sale and I have money by then. We'll still have money, I should say. I will pick up a couple more of these and sell them. I don't know. Maybe it might be rare. Might be more common after Season 3 comes out. I really hope they release a Season 3 DVD because I'm assuming Season 3 will be the last season, mostly because everybody's so busy. Season 2 came out 2022, actually. I thought it was 2021. 2022. So almost a 4-year wait, 3 years between filming. Actually, it might have been 4 years. They might have filmed in 2021. But it took a long time to get Season 3 done, mostly because everybody's very busy. Of course, Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney's doing a bunch. Hunter Schafer is, of course, doing, like, she just did Hunger Games recently. A lot of people in the cast that are extremely busy, except Alexa Demie. She seemed to completely step away from acting aside from Euphoria, which honestly, respect. But yeah, Really hope they do eventually release at least a season 3 DVD. I imagine they'll do a Euphoria complete series DVD instead. Hopefully they release it on Blu-ray, because this is literally only on DVD right now. So fingers crossed for that. All right, the next 4 things I bought from one seller, and I actually bought them. I originally was only going to buy 1 or 2 of these, but then I saw the dude was doing a buy 2 get 2 free deal, and I said, you know what, $8 for these 4 things. One of them's for sure going for sale on eBay, and the other 3 are for my collection, and I make the money back just from selling the one thing. Sure, why not? So the 2 things I haven't seen so far are City Hall. I like Al Pacino, really like John Cusack, especially recently. I've really grown to enjoy Cusack after watching High Fidelity and 1408, and what was the other movie I saw him in recently? Say Anything. I thought he was good in that. But yeah, City Hall, this one looks interesting. I like courtroom dramas, which this looks like a courtroom drama. So maybe it might be a crime drama, but it looks like it's a courtroom drama. So City Hall, check that out at some point. And the other one I was really excited to get, it is The Promotion with Sean William Scott and John C. Reilly. I am a huge Sean William Scott fan. I really like John C. Reilly as well, but I picked this up. Technically, it was like $2.50, $3. But I love Sean William Scott. I'm a huge fan of his. It's a good cast as well, a good supporting cast. You got Jenna Fisher from The Office, Lily Taylor from The Haunting, and Fred Armisen from Saturday Night Live is also in this. So you got some pretty solid supporting members in this movie. And yeah, probably check it out at some point in the future. I check it out and it's like, wow, this movie was really, really bad. It sucked. I really hope it's not the case, but won't surprise me. And then the main movie that I was going to buy from this guy, I ended up tacking these 2 on because they were very cheap. They were like $2.50 each. Technically free, because I think those were the free ones that I ended up getting. But this one I wanted to buy. Thankfully, I didn't buy the original listing I saw, because I found this for like $8. And then with this dude, with the buy 2 get 2 free, I think he had this listed for $4 or $3.50. I got a good deal on this though, and that is When Harry Met Sally. Of course, as I think most people know by now, Rob Reiner was recently tragically murdered by his own son, and me and my best friend, we decided, you know what, hey, we've never seen When Harry Met Sally, let's check it out. Let's finally see probably the most iconic film he's done, I'd imagine. Princess Bride. Princess Bride's definitely my favorite Rob Reiner movie, but it's tough to argue When Harry Met Sally isn't his most iconic, most well-known movie. But yeah, When Harry Met Sally, very good movie. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. I thought it was going to be good, a few funny moments, but it's consistently funny. Billy Crystal's really good. He's really fun in this movie. Meg Ryan, I think, is very likable. I completely see why she blew up after this film. I think they have really great chemistry together. I think Rob Reiner even helped write it. No, it was written by a woman, Nora. The sticker is blocking her name. So Nora, if you ever watched this, which, why the hell would you be? I say that she's going to be dead since like 2012. I guarantee it, but I hope not. But if she's ever watching this, thank you for writing this movie, because it's very good, very well written. Oh yeah, and Carrie Fisher's in this for like 2 minutes as well. It's a really good movie, When Harry Met Sally. Highly recommend it. If you're one of the 8 people now out there who haven't seen this movie before, definitely recommend it. And the item I bought to sell, I'm probably going to sell in a lot, but though you can actually see the other 2 just up here. I was going to buy this like 3-4 months ago. I only just bought it because, again, the sale. That is the WWF Best of Raw Volume 1 VHS tape. Yeah. This was, I think, $8, and from what I saw, elsewhere being sold on VHS, this was about $15 to $20, so I packaged this with my D-Generation X and It's Our Time tapes, about $60, and after the shipping, I still get $40 for it, so definitely a good value. Unless you want to take the $20 shipping as this tape, which I do not. But either way, I make a profit, because I think these 2 tapes I bought for like $3 each at a yard sale like a decade ago. So yeah, Best of Raw Volume 1. I can't really say much on it, because I'm probably never going to watch it, unless there's a way for me to extract VHS tapes onto a computer. In which case, I would very much like to know that, because I would prefer to extract those before they sell, but knowing my luck, by the time this video is uploaded, these sold the day before, and someone comments in the first 25 minutes, "Oh, Harry, here's a good VHS extractor for like $30," and yeah. All right, and now we move on to the things that I got after this, because I waited about a week before buying more stuff. And when I buy, I think I have a spending addiction, honestly, because I bought these things, and then I bought just this top one here because I really wanted to watch it, and then just a slew of shit I bought. I'm still waiting on like 8-9 packages, which is why I figured I might as well just record this now, get it done with. But I bought, and it was actually pretty relatively cheap. It was only like $20, or no, like $15. And I assume I could resell this for like $30-$40 if I could friggin' extract it onto my computer. We've got the Jeff Dunham Show on DVD. I used to love this as a kid. I know I have a burned DVD somewhere from when I was like 9-10 years old, when right before Mega Upload got taken down, where I downloaded all the episodes, I burned them onto a DVD. So I think I do still have that somewhere. Actually, it only might be a handful of episodes, because it says here that's 154 minutes, and I'm pretty sure the old DVDs I used to burn with only hold like an hour, 120 minutes. But yeah, Jeff Dunham Show. I've seen the first 2 episodes, I think. I fell asleep watching the second one in my bedroom one night, and I mean, it's okay. I think a sketch comedy show, it's kind of more or less a sketch comedy show, but Jeff Dunham interacting with the outside world with his puppets, I think is an interesting idea. I think if he were to have done it, waited a couple years, do it in like 2012, 2013, I think that would have worked better. But I think doing it right at the height of his popularity, a little bit much. Comedy Central ended up canceling it after the 1 season, so yeah. As a Jeff Dunham fan, that does suck, but I mean, it's okay. It's not god-awful. It's alright. And then I picked up 2 more Jeff Dunham specials because I figured, hey, I'm on a little bit of a Jeff Dunham binge. Why not? And these were actually worth it. These were $11 together, and I think alone they go for about $10 each. So we picked up Jeff Dunham, Minding the Monsters, and Controlled Chaos. 2 of his newer specials. I actually now have, at least once the Christmas special comes in, spoiler, I'll have his first 5 specials. And after that, that's kind of where I fell off the Jeff Dunham train, was after, I think technically Minding the Monsters was after, right? Yeah. After Minding the Monsters, I think it was his next special I watched. I forgot what it's called. And then after that is when it was like, alright, yeah, no, I've moved on from Jeff Dunham. I still think his early stuff is very funny, but after that it was kind of like, alright, he's got some funny bits, but yeah. So, Minding the Monsters, this is, of course, his Halloween special. He has his puppets all dressed up. That's pretty fun. Watched this on Tubi, I think, last year. It was funny, so figured I'd pick it up. And then Controlled Chaos, I mostly got because I rarely see this on DVD. Until I started looking on eBay, obviously. And also because this was the show that I was at. Not the one that is on the DVD, but I saw Jeff Dunham when I was 10 years old at the Bell Center, way high up, right in the fucking nosebleeds. Saw him with one of my sisters. Actually, I think both of my sisters might have been there, but I know for sure one of them, and her, at the time, boyfriend and his family. We went to see Jeff Dunham for the Controlled Chaos tour. I remember enjoying it. My dad wanted a peanut doll, and we ended up getting him one, so yeah. The only thing is, it's not one of those, like, where you actually control it. It's just one of those press his hand and he says something type dolls. So not a legitimate puppet, but he still likes it. And I don't even know where that doll is. I think it might be in the junk room. But yeah, Jeff Dunham, Controlled Chaos. I remember liking that one. I'll probably have to check that out at some point. And then we got the first of, I would say, 3 really cool things that I bought. I probably, by the way, I'm in case you guys are wondering, I'm putting these in the order that I got them. So it's not like I'm doing like, oh, least cool to most cool. This is probably the coolest thing I did get this session. So yeah, I would have put this at the end if I were doing it from like, oh, the least cool, just most common, whatever, to the coolest. But again, it's here, and that is the Dawn of the Dead Ultimate Edition DVD set. That's right. This thing goes for about $40-$50 usually, and I got it for about $30, which is very, very good. So yeah, you open it up, you got a couple zombies there. You open it up, you get a couple more zombies. And then you open it up, you get the discs. Yeah, this is a really, really great set. Came with the comic book too. You get 3 cuts of the film. You get the US theatrical, the extended, and the, I believe it's Dario Argento cut. You get the extended cut and a whole bonus disc of special features. Let's see if I remember how to fold this up properly. I think I do. Oh, look at that, elite. But yeah, this is a fantastic DVD set. My only problem, because of how big it is, I don't know if I put it up there. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you can't really see. But I don't know if I put it up there with all the box sets or if I just put it with the... they're covered up a little bit. But the George Romero movies. Because I have Land and Diary so far. Which, by the way, I've watched Land since the last 365 days, 365 movies with... Yes, I know. It's probably dead. I'll be honest. I want to come back and do it. I'm still tracking my movies. But the video series is probably dead. I don't know. Maybe. Let me try that again. Maybe if you guys want, I'll put in the description of like this video if there's enough hype for it, or in the next DVD video I do. Maybe I'll list the movie watching logger I'm using right now. But yeah, so I don't know where to put Dawn of the Dead exactly. Part of me wants to put it up with the box sets. Part of me just wants to put it with the movies. But we shall see. Either way, Dawn of the Dead, the Ultimate Edition. Dawn of the Dead's a great movie. I also like the remake that Zack Snyder did, probably his best movie. But the original, George A. Romero, was fantastic. I've been contemplating picking up Day of the Dead as well, because I know there's one seller on eBay has it up for like $15, the 2-disc edition. Very good edition there. And then, funny enough, I'll just have to get the first movie and the last movie, first and last zombie movies that George Romero did, of course, Night of the Living Dead and Survival of the Dead. And then if it ever comes out, I think it's Twilight of the Dead that he started working on before he passed away. So, Dawn of the Dead, there you have it. So, but yeah, no, Dawn of the Dead, that's a great movie, fantastic box set, really happy to finally own that. And then this one was a really good deal. This is a 3-disc Blu-ray set, Blu-ray and DVD. It is the Lilo and Stitch 2-movie collection. Got this for about $2. Same seller that in the last video I picked up A Knight's Tale and High School Musical 2 from. He was selling this a short while after. I was the only bidder on it, thank God. And yeah, you open it up, Blu-ray, DVD. The only thing that sucks is the DVDs are stacked on top of each other, so... Yeah, thankfully this actually gives me a way to sell my Lilo and Stitch 2 DVD, even though I remember having that DVD as a kid. They're about the same price for this set and that DVD with the slipcover, so I'll probably just sell the DVD, keep the Blu-ray, because I think it's both movies on the Blu-ray, right? Yeah, it is, so... Yeah, I'll probably keep... Wow, the second one is barely over an hour, 68 minutes. Jesus, but yeah... So Lilo and Stitch, pretty good deal, I would say. And yeah, I don't think it... Yeah, no, it doesn't come with a preview. Yeah, this is 2013 release, so there's no way it'd have a preview for the 2025 Lilo and Stitch. And then the next item I bought, which weirdly enough, I bought from the same seller as Dawn of the Dead, but arrived a day later. He didn't ship them together for whatever reason. Oh, my cards are falling. Okay. Yeah, I watched this last year as well, I'm pretty sure. I'll admit, I didn't really care for it all that much, but I picked it up because it was cheap. It was only $6, and that's Candyman, the 1992 movie with Tony Todd, who, I'm not going to say a bad thing about Tony Todd. Tony Todd's great in this movie. One of the few things that I actually thought was pretty good about the 92 Candyman, I say that as if I've seen the other Candyman films. This is the only one I have seen. It's solid as a horror film. I just didn't vibe with it. Personally, it wasn't one that I watched and I was like, oh yeah, this is like super cool. I like Tony Todd in it. There was a couple moments that I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. But for the most part, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, which sucks because it's a Clive Barker film. Well, it's based off a Clive Barker book, and Hellraiser was too, and I really fucked with Hellraiser when I watched that. But yeah, Candyman, I own that now, so cool. And then we got a couple hockey cards here, which I'll just show really quickly. I'm sure people who shout out Al Pacino. But yeah, I picked up a couple hockey cards. I'll show these off just really quickly. 2 of these are for my eBay. One of them is for my collection. The one for my collection is a Co-Stars Montreal Canadiens from 25-26 Tim Hortons. It's Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield. I get the quality on my camera's not that great. My apologies. Maybe I should splurge and buy a new camera at some point. And then these two are to sell. It is a 23-24 Ice Gems Andre Vasilevsky and a 2021 Upper Deck Series 2 Dazzlers Philip Broberg. I think altogether for these I paid about, what was it again? I think it was $6 I paid. That doesn't sound right, but I believe it was $6. If I remember in the editing phase, I'll put here I'll put here a little note if it's not how much I spent and I spent more. But yeah, so again, the Co-Stars is for my collection, and then the Ice Gems goes for about $15 from what I remember. And the Broberg's only about $4 to $5, but I can still make $1 or $2 profit, so that's fine. And then, funny enough, the dude actually gave me some plastic card holders, which, that's nice, so thank you to that dude. And then this is probably the second coolest thing I bought. These next two things, which I bought separately, but they arrived, I think, 2 days apart. So firstly, we've got Jackass, the box set. This is one of the last things I needed to buy for my Jackass collection. After these two things I bought, it is Bad Grandpa 0.5, and the Jackass Presents Matt Hoffman's Tribute to Evel Knievel. And then after that, eventually, like a couple years down the line, I can start focusing on trying to pick up like Viva La Bam and Wild Boys and the spin-offs and stuff like that. And then like at the very end, in like 10 years from now, probably pick up CKY. But yeah, Jackass, the box set. It was listed as acceptable condition. The discs are in great condition. It's really just the box, which is a little bit rough, which I actually prefer because it kind of fits with the theme of the show anyways. But yeah, I can't really show these off too much, but you've got the first volume, which is, I believe, basically season 1, volume 2, which is season 2, and then volume 3, which is the third season. It also comes with a cool book, which I don't think I can show any of that to you guys, but yeah. Me and my best friend are currently watching through Jackass. We're taking our time with it just because it is only 3 seasons. But yeah, we're thankfully we're able to watch the Turd Edition, which is the one that puts them all back in broadcast order. So that's pretty cool. I do have the Jackass the box set, mostly because of the extra features, such as the Gumball Rally 3000, which I'm really happy they included on here. It's got the Jackass Cribs episode. Again, the book, which I've heard is great. It's got a lot of commentaries, which I've heard are hilarious. I gotta check those out. It's got a bunch of special features basically on this box set. So yeah, this for about $15, definitely worth it, especially with the discs in as good condition as they are. And then because I was such a huge Zaran Isaac fan when I was younger, I used to watch his Jackass Disambiguation, I forget how the hell that's pronounced, video where he talked about the series and he talked about the movies. And he mentioned that because there was a lot of stuff that they didn't put on the Jackass box set, like for example, each disc has one "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, welcome to Jackass" and one ending montage. It basically plays out like a big long Jackass episode, which is not horrible, but just when you're trying to watch it in broadcast order, having the DVDs is not the ideal way to do so. So to rectify that, Paramount put out Jackass The Lost Tapes, which I also picked up. It was only like $8. It usually goes for like 15. I was like, I'll take that, hell yeah. So yeah, and as you can see there in the special features, it's got every "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville," every end credits montage, which is the reason that was such a big deal that it wasn't there is because it's a bunch of outtakes from skits that were in each episode, and they would include extra footage that wasn't in the episode or in the actual episode that just made it to the end. So they ended up including, like I said, all of that. So yeah, Jackass The Lost Tapes, pick this up, and really happy to finally have both of these in my Jackass section, which you can see right here. So yeah, once I pick up again Bad Grandpa 0.5, if they ever put a 4.5 DVD out, really fingers crossed for that. Then I'll have most of the Jackass stuff, so that's awesome. And then we're gonna get through these really quickly because I ended up buying most of a TV series. I've been really getting into The Office recently, the American version. I haven't watched the UK series yet. As of the time of recording, I'm in Season 2. I assume I'll be on Season 3 or Season 4 by the time this is uploaded. Hopefully, at least. And I splurged a little bit. For $30, we got The Office Season 1, which I already do have. We've got The Office Season 2. The Office Season 3, which I only found out recently, once I got the DVD, I'm pretty sure. This is the same cover that they used for the Office PC game, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, we got Office Season 3, The Office Season 4, and then The Office Season 5, skip a season, The Office Season 7, and then The Office Season 8, which is the season they switched from using the slim packs to a slipcover, and it opens up basically like the Dawn of the Dead set. So yeah, also one of the 2 seasons with Ed Helms at the reins. So yeah, picked all of these up for about $30, like I said. All I need to do is pick up Season 6 and Season 9 at some point. Michael Scott would approve. And yeah, I've been really enjoying The Office so far. I don't know why the Season 2 box set is so damn big with the 4 discs when Season 3 is not that big, especially in comparison, but either way, yeah. I've been really enjoying The Office recently, and especially as someone who used to hate The Office, I never thought I would get into it, and somehow I did, so freaking miracle. And yeah, it's very funny. I see why most people are very much into it. And then reach into the box, but it's because I got these today. I got a couple more DVDs. I picked these up. I ordered, weirdly enough, the one I ordered was actually from like 3 days ago, and it already showed up. So I'll show these off, and then we'll get into the box. I don't know if I'm going to pause and just do that later, or what I'm going to do, but we'll see in a second. So we've got WWE No Way Out 2012, still sealed, brand new. I think this was $9. And I'm sure this goes for like 15 to 20 usually. Probably gonna resell this. I would imagine I resell it. Yeah, I am a big mark for 2012, 2013, even like 2011 WWE, because it's when I really first started getting into professional wrestling. But yeah, something like this probably sell, because the only match that really looks interesting is Punk, Bryan, and Kane for the WWE title. But yeah, oh wait, no, you go there. And then I picked up a couple more seasons of a show that I'm also very much enjoying right now. As of filming, I'm only on Season 2, so please do not spoil this for me in the comments. Just please don't spoil the show for me. So we've got Dexter Season 3 on DVD. I didn't even check these to make sure the discs are in here. I'm sure they are, but I just didn't check. And you know what? The case is hard to open. It's going to be loud. I'll just do it later. So yeah, Dexter Season 3. How do I say where I'm at without spoiling? Well, by the time I'm probably on Season 3 by the time that this gets uploaded, but why don't I just say this? I'm at the time of filming, the last episode I watched was Season 2, Episode 3. I don't even need to get into specifics, just Season 2, Episode 3. So, Dexter Season 3, happy to have that. And then we've got Dexter Season 4. Excited to check all of these out. And then we've got Dexter Season 6. If you guys are wondering why I skipped 5 and 7, hold your horses. Legitimately, though, it's because these were all from the same seller, and they, weirdly enough, despite arriving together, also showed up in separate packages. But they did arrive all at the same time, so just waiting on Season 5 and Season 7 now, so yeah, there's that. I think what I'm going to do before we get into the box is I am going to pause really quickly. Firstly, my back is really aching. I'm an old fuck already. But I'm going to put all of these DVDs back up here. And then, like I said, we're going to get to the big box of DVDs I bought in just a moment. So if you guys will give me a second, like I said, I'm going to do that. We'll be right back. But it's going to be for you as if nothing happened. But for me, it's probably going to be a minute or two. We'll be right back. Enjoy. I don't know why I say enjoy. But you get it. Just cut the... All right, we are back. As you can see, I've put the DVDs right above my head here. So, yeah, we're going to get into the box of stuff that I bought. Unfortunately, unlike the other, the big-ass haul that I got, Last time, for the ASMR one, I know most of what's in here. I've probably forgotten a couple items, but for the most part, I do know what is in here. So, yeah, we're just going to grab a handful of DVDs, and we're just going to talk. I don't want to start with that. I want to wait at least a little bit to get into that one. So, yeah, we're going to start here. So, a lot of these already have this lot, which was, if I remember correctly, 56 DVDs. Spoiling the number, my apologies. This was a total of $20 on Marketplace. I'm telling you guys, DVDs, Marketplace is the place to look. People are just giving these things away. So $20 for 56 DVDs. This is about less than 50 cents a movie, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's like 30 cents a movie, something like that. So yeah, very, very good price. A lot of these are for resale. I'll mention which ones I'm probably going to keep. So let's get on this. We've got The Departed, solid movie from what I remember. World War Z, which I do plan on keeping. Don't know if it's going to be any good, but probably keep that. Zombieland, which I do already own on Blu-ray, but this one is in a snapper case. It feels like it has an insert. Never mind, it doesn't. I used to have Zombieland on DVD, and then I lost it, and then picked it up on Blu-ray, so now I've got the DVD again. How freaking exciting. We've got Black Hawk Down, which I do already have the 3-disc edition, so probably sell that at some point. We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson. Very likely keep that, I would imagine. The Infiltrator. I know I looked up what this movie was in English. Oh, Snitch. And it does have the English side. Oh my god, these DVDs are a little bit dusty. But yeah, Snitch with Dwayne Johnson, so probably keep that. We've got a re-released edition from 2011 of Walking Tall with The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Another movie with someone from Dukes of Hazzard, Johnny Knoxville. Do already own this movie, though, so that is going to have to probably go into the sell pile. And then we've got Mark Wahlberg in Lone Survivor. Never heard of it. But, I mean, if we're looking at the cast, it's got Taylor Kitsch, Emile Hirsch, Eric Bana, so kind of a who's who of 2000's big-name actors. And Taylor Kitsch. We've got Matrix Revolutions, the 2-disc edition. I have this on Blu-ray, so that's going to be one to sell. This is one that's legitimately going on eBay like ASAP. We've got the 4 film favorites, Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, 3, and 4. The cool thing about this set compared to the other 4 film favorites, Disc 1, Disc 2 and 3, Disc 4. It's got a disc per movie, so that's always cool. These don't have any special features aside from the trailer, though, unfortunately. Except for the first movie. It's got a couple features, but yeah. If you guys saw the last part 7, 8, I think it would be in, then you guys will probably have seen that I have the Nightmare on Elm Street films on Blu-ray, so that's definitely, like I said, going on eBay. We've got Sin City without the slipcover, so this is now my, I think, 6th copy of this movie. That's probably going on eBay at some point. Matrix Reloaded. Again, have that on Blu-ray. That's for the sell pile. Scarface, the 2-disc anniversary edition. I think I just put a copy of this up on eBay, if I remember correctly. This is a full screen edition, so yeah, that's probably going up on eBay soon as well. Oh, and another movie that I have as well. We got Shaft with Sam Jackson. I've been meaning to check that out. Looks fun. Oh, this is kind of cool. Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds in R.I.P.D., the Rest in Peace department. Probably watch that at some point. Don't have it yet, so that's one for the collection. And then we've got Triple X with Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's, the Dizzly D's Nuts. So you got that. I'm just going to pull one out and then grab at a big stack of DVDs. We've got Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. I do already own this, unfortunately. Is it the French discs and an English cover? Nope, it's the full English copy, so there's that. Great movie. Sept, 7. Already own this, obviously. Probably going to pick up the 2-disc at some point. There's that. Oh, yeah, this is definitely one for the collection. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly with Clint Eastwood. if you guys saw the big DVD haul I got, you know I have that Clint Eastwood big box set, and then I have a 4-film favorites of Clint Eastwood, so I guess I'm starting a little Clint Eastwood DVD collection. Is this the 2-disc edition? Oh, this actually is. Oh. Too bad it's a dog shit movie. We've got Suicide Squad, the movie that really got me into Margot Robbie and Harley Quinn as a whole. Yeah, Suicide Squad. I saw this in the theaters. So I apologize for contributing to the box office of that film, but used to have the Blu-ray for this. I'm pretty sure just the 1-disc DVD. Where is Suicide? Yeah, let me grab my Suicide Squad DVD real quick. Oh yeah, I can tell you right now. Yeah, so my original DVD is a 1-disc edition, and this one is the 2-disc edition that comes with the bonus features and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that copy there for now, but I'm definitely gonna be replacing the 1-disc edition with the 2-disc edition. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we've got Vin Diesel in The Last Witch Hunter from 2016. So Vin Diesel. There we go. Oh, I've never seen a full screen DVD before. Okay. Well, of this movie. Miracle. That actually kind of looks better than the widescreen being, I think, yellow it is. But, yeah. Miracle. Good movie. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's a good enough film. I think it's a respectable hockey film. Miracle is fun. Ice Cube, XXX State of the Union. I have this already, so unfortunately, both XXX and the sequel will have to go into the sell pile. Same with Death Race and Death Race 2. I do already own these, both of these in with the slipcase, so depending on if it's worth it, these probably get paired up and put onto the eBay. And now I dive in for another. Might as well take the rest of these out. Alright, oh, nice. Okay, we've got Friday the 13th. This is the remake on DVD. I still need Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X, but getting the remake. The remake was solid, I thought. I thought it was a good horror remake. Probably one of the better Friday the 13th films, which given there's not many good Friday films, it's like part 1, I think part 6, if that's the one I'm remembering correctly, and then the remake are probably the three best Friday the 13th films. I'll show you this one first because I already have this one. We've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the 2003 remake. I think it's just a 1-disc edition, right? Yeah. So yeah, the 2003 remake. This is definitely going up because I already have the special edition. What isn't going up, though, is the double feature because I don't have the prequel, Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning yet. Well, up until now, I didn't. I actually used to have this specific set, actually, in Blu-ray form, but that was one of the DVDs stolen in the Great DVD Heist of 2020. So, yeah, I now have that again, thankfully. The only unfortunate thing is they're both just on 1 disc, so the quality might not be the greatest, but yeah, Friday, the Texas Chainsaw films, a couple horror films there. Oh, this might be a bootleg. No, it's not. It's a legit DVD. Okay, well, this is how not to do graphic design 101. We've got Romeo and Juliet, the Leonardo DiCaprio version by Baz Luhrmann. I think this was released right when the movie was put out. Yeah, 1997. So, again, how not to do graphic design 101. Just take a look at that frickin' cover. Hope, despair, tragedy, love. So, yeah, I'm probably putting this up on eBay. I imagine that's got to be a little bit of a rare DVD there. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. This is actually the 3rd copy of this movie I own. We've got Titanic, the original, I think 1998 DVD, right? No, 97 too. The original 1997 DVD. I've been interested in this cover. Like, I really, really like the cover. Yeah, I kind of like that they sort of used a truncated version on the 3-disc DVD, but this cover, I think, is the best for Titanic. I wish they'd used that a little bit more on the Blu-ray, but Yeah. Oh, Contraband with Mark Wahlberg. Already own that once again. What's this? Tears of the Sun, right? Yeah, we've got Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis. It's an action movie. Bruce Willis. It should be okay, you would think. I'm going to start putting these over here. And then we've got a 3-pack, which I don't know how much it goes for because I've seen no copies of this on eBay. We've got Death Wish, Escape from Alcatraz, and Uncommon Valor with Charles Bronson, Clint Eastwood, and Gene Hackman. So it feels like this is a 3-disc set, which, oh my god, thank god it is. You've got the Death Wish disc, and then, oh, these are just bland, okay. Escape from Alcatraz, and then Common Valor. So very likely chance I end up keeping that, depending on how much it is. What I'm definitely not keeping, though, is Edward Scissorhands, because I already have this on Blu-ray. The full screen edition there. Mark Wahlberg, Kurt Russell, John Malkovich, Dylan O'Brien, Gina Rodriguez, and Kate Hudson in Deepwater Horizon. I feel like I've heard of this movie, but it's from 2016, so I don't know if it's a remake. I don't know if there's just a couple movies called that, but that's probably one for the collection. What isn't is Watchmen, again, because I have it on Blu-ray already. The widescreen edition there of Watchmen. Batter Santa, already own that, so that's another one for the sell pile. I'm gonna pull this stack out right here. Oh, we're starting off with a I'll just show this one right away. We've got Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This one doesn't have the slip. It's just the discs, so don't know how much that is, but that's exciting. And then we've got a burned DVD of Band of Brothers, which one of the discs is loose, thankfully, and one of the discs is missing as well, and only 2 of the discs have printed covers, unless there is only 5 discs, which I feel like that might be the case. Yeah, there's only 5 discs, so never mind. Thankfully, there we go. Thankfully, I do already own Band of Brothers, so I'm not stuck with this copy. Either way, I probably am, but, yeah. I'm also not stuck with this one because I do have... Oh, I might actually keep this one instead because these are separate DVDs. We've got Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. This is a 2018 release? No, 2014. 2014 re-release of Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. I want to say I've seen the first movie, but I actually don't remember if I have or not. Either way, probably keeping this one over the other 2-pack I have because this one has each movie in its own disc, which is always very nice. So, yeah. Already have this one too. You got The Bank Job, which is a 2-disc special edition. However, they freaking lied. Probably got this at Walmart, I'd imagine. But yeah, Bank Job. Do already own the 2-disc edition of that. Gangs of New York. Also already own this one too. Bobby Z, Paul Walker, and Lawrence Fishburne. Might be interesting. I'll keep that possibly. And then this one. Another one where all 3 movies have their own disc. We've got a E1 triple feature. We've got Hit and Run, 7 Psychopaths, and In Bruges. So we've got Hit and Run, a movie which I used to have a burn DVD of, 7 Psychopaths, a movie which I've seen, and In Bruges, which is a movie I want to see but already own. So you've got Hit and Run, 7 Psychopaths, and In Bruges, which again I do already own. So I don't know if I want to keep this triple pack, because on one hand I feel like I've seen it go for a lot on eBay. But on the other hand, 7 Psychopaths is like $10, depending on how much this sells for. Just buy 7 Psychopaths, maybe Hit and Run. Kristen Bell is pretty hot, so maybe I'll buy that for her. But yeah, Hit and Run, 7 Psychopaths, and In Bruges. There we go. And then we shall grab... Oh, shit. I'll grab the last ones here before we get into the big stuffs. Why not? We'll go like this, sure. So we've got... Paul Walker and RZA in Brick Mansions. I've never heard of this one before. That might be fascinating. Who knows? And then, oh my god, yeah, these DVDs are really dusty. I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this. Jesus. We've got, thank god I ate before I opened these. Goon, which, again, I've already seen. Good movie. Already own it, too. These I also already own, actually. I own all 5 of them. Actually, 6 of them. For some reason, this guy doesn't have the 5th or the 6th. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe the dude was keeping some DVDs and he really likes the 5th one the most. Who knows? But we've got Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and Rocky 4. So I'd imagine I can make a little bit of money selling these individually. So yeah, we've got the Rocky movies, which again, I do already own. And then we've got a couple DVD sets after Resident Evil. This is the special edition. God, please tell me that this has the English cover. Damn it, no it doesn't. Because I much prefer this cover to the special edition cover with the slip, I should say. But yeah, Resident Evil. I might as well show this one first. We've got a 2-pack of Joyride and Joyride 2. So there's Joyride, Joyride Part 2. I guess this dude was a big Paul Walker fan, because this is now 3 movies in the last, 15 that we've got Paul Walker in. Also has Steve Zahn, so I like Steve Zahn quite a bit. And then, yeah, so, again, we've got Joyride and Joyride 2. That's always cool to see. And then we've got, the 75th copy of this movie I own, X-Men Origins Wolverine. And then I'm going to show this last because it is pretty cool. I do remember when this box set came out. I really wanted it and never ended up picking it up. And we're ending it here, even though this is movies that I've already seen, I already own. Holy shit, you guys can see how black my fingers are getting because of the dust. This is disgusting almost. Not like disgusting quality, but just disgusting level of dust. But again, fair enough, it's dust. You dust it off, it goes away. We've got the X-Men trilogy. This is, I believe, the 2014 re-release. Does it tell me at the bottom? It is, no, 2013, a year off. So yeah, I've wanted this set for a while. However, this is very likely going on eBay, assuming it's worth selling, because I already have them on Blu-ray. I have these exact versions on Blu-ray. Okay, maybe not exact, actually, because these actually have slightly different covers than the Blu-rays. But even then, I'm still going to keep the Blu-ray versions instead. So, yeah. I should say, it's actually probably not this one then. It's the original, 2006 DVD release I wanted of the trilogy, but still, should be decent enough to sell. So, yeah, there's the box of 50-something DVDs that I picked up, like I said. A lot of stuff that's to resell. There's a couple things that are being bought to own, again, such as that potential E1 3-pack, Joyride 1 and 2, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. There's a couple here, again, that are definitely going on eBay right away, like Nightmare on Elm Street, the other DVD of Texas Chainsaw. I think that should be worth it. And yeah. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video so far. I'm not going to say the goodbyes because I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to just have an addendum to this video and not have to do a part 3. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I'll see you for the next stack of DVDs, or next bit of DVDs I get from eBay. And hopefully it goes well. We shall see. Have a wonderful time. If you're going to pause the video, I know I am. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy myself for now. Have a good time, and we'll see you in a second for you guys when we come back. But for me, it might be a week, 2 weeks, who knows? We'll see. So, I'll be right back. Alright, so we are back. This is an addendum, of course, to the second part. I woke up maybe half an hour ago because there was one of my packages at the garage door. I got it, and so I figured, why not? We'll record this. There's probably going to be a third addendum because I am still waiting on 4 or 5 things to come in. Yeah, ignore a bunch of the stuff in the background that has now changed. This is a bunch of stuff I have to put on eBay still. So yeah, we're gonna just get into this because this video is already probably long enough. So I bought a couple Blu-rays, some DVDs, a big ass lot you're gonna see at the end of this. So firstly, the newest thing that I got was Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. Or I should say the last thing, I should say, that I bought. So yeah, I recently watched this as well for the first time. It was actually funny. You know, I'm a big Johnny Knoxville guy. I'm a big Jackass guy, as y'all probably know. And I picked this up firstly because it was $7. It was not that expensive at all. but also because not only does it come with the regular Blu-ray and the DVD, but I've never seen this anywhere. It also comes with a full special features bonus disc. So, a 3-disc set. I don't know if the 3rd disc makes it secretly, like, super rare. Not super rare, but, you know, from a $7 DVD, like a $13, $14 DVD. But, yeah, Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. I am that much closer to owning everything Jackass related. I still need to get Bad Grandpa .5. Obviously, when it comes out, Jackass 5, or whatever it's going to be called if it's not Jackass 5, and then I can start working on stuff like the Steve-O DVDs, the Viva La Bams, and Wild Boys and all that stuff. And then I ended up buying some hockey cards. Now, most of these are to resell, I'll be honest. There's maybe 1 or 2 that I actually would keep. But to cover up the loose ends, the dude put in a little Pokemon trading card game thing, and then he gave me a Torchic. He gave me a Torchic, so shout out that dude. The first card he also gave me a Lurantis, and he gave me a Fomantis. So he gave me some Pokemon cards, which I didn't even want, but thank you. Or I should say I didn't order, I should say. Yeah, Pokemon cards, those are always fun. So yeah, the first card I ordered, which is one I already have, but I bought it because it was super cheap, and the resale value is good. We've got a David Savard Young Guns. Now, like I said, I already do have this, so technically if I sell my original David Savard Young Guns, this could be the one that replaces it, but I'd probably sell both. I like David Savard. He is recently retired as Montreal Canadiens, so might keep it. I don't know. Oh, speaking of former Montreal Canadiens, this is definitely one I plan on selling. This is a 2019-2020 Artifacts Alex Galchenyuk dual jersey. As you can see, white and black. This is number 149 of 165. So, yeah, probably going to resell that because Alex Galchenyuk. Next up is another one. Actually, I think I bought all of these to resell, didn't I? I think I might have. Next up is a Matthew Barzal, also 1920, O-Pee-Chee Platinum. This is a retro rainbow card, so that's pretty cool. Mostly reselling that because I really don't care that much about the Islanders anymore. Next up is a 21-22 O-Pee-Chee Platinum Violet Pixels Braden Shen. This one is numbered 19 of 299. You can't really see, but there's that. The next two are, I'll show these in order. So the next two are autographs. This one is a 1920 O-Pee-Chee Platinum rookie auto of Oliver Wahlstrom. Surprisingly, this thing is like a $15 card, so I don't know why, but I picked that up. All these cards, by the way, were about $2 to $3 after shipping, because I know the dude did combine shipping for me. On all of them except the Savard card, because I had already ordered the Savard card before I bought all these lots, all of these cards. I think this came out to about 15 bucks, maybe 20 with the Savard card. So if I sell the Wahlstrom card, I already start making my money back. So next up is a 23-24 SP Authentic Ross Colton autograph. Kind of a shitty autograph, but I mean, you got the R and 23. Well, sort of. I guess he wears 20, but yeah, so Ross Colton. And then the last one, I think I bought because this is for some reason like a $5-6 card, if I remember correctly. It is a 1920 Artifacts David Pastrnak, numbered 489 of 699. So, yeah, I bought some cards, like I said. And, well, except for the Pokemon cards, all of these are probably up on my eBay by the time this video comes out. Well, I would hope so. This is probably coming out, like, a year after I intend to. No, it's probably coming out a good month after I record, so, yeah. Next up, I got the last 2 seasons of Dexter. At least I'm pretty sure that I was needing in my collection. So firstly, we got Dexter Season 5 on Blu-ray, actually. This was about $9, and I picked it up because it's a TV show Blu-ray for $9. These usually don't dip under $15. At least from the shows that I've tried looking up. I'm trying not to look at the back because as of recording, hopefully by the time we're recording, we're on at least season 4. But as of the time of recording, we last night just finished season 2. Hashtag fuck Lila, if you know, you know. But yeah, Dexter season 5 on Blu-ray. The only season of the show I will have on Blu-ray. At least for the time being. I can't imagine there's a time in the future where I splurge on the show on Blu-ray unless it's like every season for $30, which would be a huge steal, so probably never gonna happen. But yeah, Dexter season 5, I'm really enjoying Dexter so far. Damn good show. It's a top, already in my top 10 favorite shows probably, so yeah, I love that I'm slowly starting to get into more, you know, good TV and not just, you know, cartoons when I was younger and shit, so yeah. And then next up, we've got, I see why the dude listed this as acceptable condition. Dexter, the final season on DVD. Again, not trying to look at the back, but very interesting cover art. So, yeah, Dexter, the final season. Obviously, I haven't seen it yet. Like I said, we just finished season 2, so I can't really say much about this section of the show. But, yeah, I'm really enjoying Dexter so far. I now have every season on DVD, which 3 days ago, I realized is kind of moot. I bought these because I thought the show wasn't on Netflix, and I look on my Netflix account, and Dexter is indeed on Netflix. So, yeah, physical media for the win anyways. So yeah, next up, the first video game, I think, of the lot. Either way, if it's not the first video game in a long time, I bought this because I actually think this would be a very fun stream game. I do have my Xbox 360 in my office in my office, I should say. It's not hooked up right now. I have my PS4 hooked up, but yeah. Oh yeah, we will have another video game very soon. Stay tuned. But I do have my 360 hooked up, so I just need to grab my Kinect if I want to play this. Even if it's not a stream game, it's at the very least a video worthy game, I'm sure. And that is Fighters Uncaged on the Xbox 360. You can see why. Kinect required, so I'm gonna be fucking throwing jabs and uppercuts and pelvic thrusts all day long in this game, so this was only like $5, by the way. Don't think I paid like $45 thinking, oh my god, this is gonna be such a gem of a video. No, I know it's the typical hair race video. It's gonna get like 30 views, if that, if I'm lucky. Apparently not all my non-hockey videos do seem to do well, though, so I don't know, maybe we're transitioning the channel away. Yeah, we probably are, from hockey. But yeah, Fighters Uncaged, that is a video game. Yeah. And the last thing before we get into the big haul, and then we have the second addendum of this video, we've got, I really don't know how to talk about this, but we've got, Steve-O out on bail. This is the third volume in the Steve-O DVD series he did. I know there was Don't Try This at Home, and I forgot what the second one was called, but this is the third one out on bail. I bought this because it was like $8, and I don't know how much it usually goes for. I figured $8 was probably, at the very least, a good deal. At the most, the average price for it. I was going to be able to pick up the first and second, but unfortunately, someone else bought those before I did, and it's weird, I didn't feel like spending the $8-9 on them, mostly because with the first volume, The Career Killer, which is the bonus disc on that, I can watch on the Internet Archive, so yeah, Steve-O out on bail. You can tell this is a Steve-O video because not only does it come with the Steve-O out on bail, PCP saved my life. Yeah, dude. So yeah, Steve-O out on bail. Thank God he sobered up. Yeah, also shout out, if you go to Steve-O's website, nudity beware, but if you go to Steve-O's website, he's got like 2 of his stunt stand-up special things available completely for free. So shout out Steve-O for that. He's a real yeah. Alright. And now that we've gotten the stuff I previously got out of the way, for the first 10 minutes of this addendum, let's get into the stuff that I just got today, and I'm not even going to be surprised if there's technically 3 addendums in this video, because this is the first one. There's one later today, maybe, and then one once I get all my stuff in the mail. So yeah, you guys might be wondering, Harry, what is so big that you have to, you know, just make a whole video, or make a whole addendum for? Because that little stuff, like, you could have waited till you got the rest of the stuff, right? Yeah. How's spending $130? I have a problem. So you guys might be thinking, Harry, what did you spend $130 on? This obviously can't be, you know, it's got to be stuff that's worth it, right? And while it is, I will say right away, there's a very likely chance that about half of this stuff is for the purpose of reselling and making an eventual profit. I will tell you guys which ones I'm for sure keeping, because there's some of these that I'm still kind of... Oop. My webcam's going to start glitching out now. There are some of these that I'm kind of conflicted on if I do want to sell them or if I want to keep them. So let's just get into this lot, and we'll tell you again. So firstly, we've got the history of the Intercontinental Championship. So yes, I spent $130 on wrestling DVDs. So yeah. But again, it's worth it in the end, believe me. So yeah, the history of the Intercontinental Championship. The only thing I don't like about this version is, oh, I guess I'm not going to do it now. I guess because it's not tight anymore. So yeah, you got the first disc, the, second disc. Yeah, there you go, you hear it. And the third disc, which, oh, that's what's making the noise. Okay. So yeah, I guess it came with a little backing here, and it got torn off at some point. So yeah, you get a bunch of basically just matches for the Intercontinental title, and it's just people talking about it. So it's basically a match compilation. It's not your usual 3-disc WWE DVD where they're talking about... The whole first disc is like a documentary on it, and then the second and third discs are matches. This is all just matches, so that's pretty cool. Second, we've got... This one I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell because of something you'll see later. But we've got Edge, A Decade of Decadence. This one came out, what was it, 2008, right? Yeah, 2008, so literally came out for the 10-year anniversary of Edge in the WWE. And then you open it up. Oh, wow, it even has the insert, you can tell. So yeah, Edge, A Decade of Decadence. This one I'm definitely keeping, especially with his impending return to the WWE. Plus, I've always heard that this is a very good DVD. I actually used to have the other DVD of this guy, but I just recently sold it, actually. Thankfully, extracted it beforehand. But we've got Breaking the Code Behind the Walls of Chris Jericho with the slipcover. So yeah, feels a little bit heavier than most WWE DVDs, but yeah, Jericho there. You've got the second, third discs, and the first disc with, again, the insert. So I'm gonna assume all the ones that do come with an insert have the insert. But yeah, Breaking the Code, I've heard this is a very good DVD, so very likely gonna keep this one. I do like Chris Jericho a good deal. This next one, I am not conflicted with keeping or selling. I'm conflicted with keeping or giving this one to one of my sisters, because she's been looking for this DVD for a long time. However, all except like 2 of these matches she can watch on Netflix, so I'll probably give it to her for her birthday, but we'll see. And that is Tombstone, the history of The Undertaker. This is another 3-disc DVD. Weirdly, it's just a regular DVD case and not the WWE special, as I like to call it. But, yeah, Tombstone, history of The Undertaker. This is basically, again, just a match compilation. It's got, like, his match against Hulk Hogan, where Hogan said he broke his neck. A match against Yokozuna, the casket match, where he floated up to the heavens. He did the Poochie, went back to his home planet. Diesel against WrestleMania 12. Kane, 2 matches against him. Actually, 3 matches. Got 2 of the WrestleMania match, both the WrestleMania matches, I should say. Against Triple H against WrestleMania. So it's got a couple of his Mania matches, and you can see there there's the first disc, and then the second disc with Ministry Undertaker, and then the third disc featuring Modern Day Taker. And it's after this point that I do forget which ones I've received in this. I know which ones I'm selling again, but once I see them, I will remember. So we've got, Night of Champions 2014. I'm probably going to sell this if it's worth it. If it's like a $10 DVD, probably not. But, yeah, we've got, there's the disc. I'm going off of where the title is. This is the show right after SummerSlam when Brock destroyed Cena and actually beat him that time. So, there's that. We have Backlash 2006, which you guys might be thinking, Harry, what's so funny about Backlash 2006? Well, firstly, the Triple Threat is actually pretty good, from what I remember. But you also have Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon against Shawn Michaels and God. Yes, this is the infamous God match in the WWE. And also, it's got the insert, of course. So, yeah. I'm probably going to keep this because I love the Ruthless Aggression era. So there's that. Oh, and I'm also keeping this because I love this DVD cover. And so does my sister. She used to have a poster of this on one of her binders. We've got Backlash 2009 with Randy Orton. One of my favorite WWE posters. I'm a huge Randy Orton mark. And yeah, so Backlash 2009. Decent card. It's got Cena and Edge in the Last Man Standing match. A 6-man tag for the WWE title. From what I remember, a very, very good I Quit match with Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. So yeah, Backlash 2009. So yeah, that's not all I bought. That's not all I bought. I bought a little more. Just a little more. Approximately 3 more stacks, including this stack. So, next we've got DX One Last Stand. This is what I'm contemplating selling. For me to sell a WWE DVD, by the way, it has to be worth, I would say, at least $12 to $13. 11 and under, I don't make enough of a profit to really profit, so it's got to be at least $12. I have to at least technically end up making $1 or $2. So, DX One Last Stand. This is, of course, the DVD that came out when they returned in 2009. I'm assuming this one has a documentary on DX, and then the second and third DVDs are matches. I can't imagine it's all just like their entire run from 2009. Actually, it might be shit. It might actually just be their entire 2009 run, because this came out in 2011. Shit. This is definitely what I'm selling. Absolutely. We've got Goldberg, the complete collection. That's pretty cool. It comes with every single Goldberg match. It probably totals about 34 minutes of DVD time, so I don't know why it's in a 3-disc, but but no. Yeah, you can tell this actually is shorter than usual, because most 3-disc WWE DVDs, 9 hours. This one, you can kind of see a little bit, 7 hours, so shout out WWE recognizing Goldberg isn't worth a 9-hour doc. So yeah, we've got the 3 discs there. This is absolutely one that is for the sell pile. Next up, this one I'm not selling. I was considering it, but I don't think I will, mostly because I am for some reason collecting 2012 DVDs now. We've got, or the pay-per-views, I should say. We've got TLC 2012. This is the Cena and Dolph ladder match where AJ is involved. TLC 2012. I think this one also has the match where Brooklyn Brawler got involved. So, yeah, TLC 2012, that's fun. This one I'm definitely selling, because this has a grand total of 4 matches on it, and I never wanted to own any of these. We've got the Superstar Collection, John Cena. This is a group of DVDs that they did in 2012. Yeah, in 2012. Basically what they did is they just took like a handful of matches and put them on a DVD and sold it for like $12. So yeah, this one, for example, has Cena and Jericho in a world title match from Armageddon. It's got the Survivor Series triple threat with Cena and DX, the Superstar of the Year match between Cena and Orton, so it's got to have at least one of those. And then it's got the triple threat cage from Extreme Rules 2011, Cena, Morrison, and Miz. So, yeah, 3 of those 4 matches I can easily watch on Netflix now, so that probably actually has driven the value of these down just a little bit, because I know at one point they were like $15-20. So yeah, that's Superstar Collection. There's that, and this is another one that I definitely have to keep, because again, 2012, we've got Over the Limit, 2012. Oh my, okay, maybe never mind. It's got Punk and Bryan, which is could be a good match. But this is the show with John Cena and John Laurinaitis. Oof. So yeah, Over the Limit 2012. Oh. There's the disc. So yeah, Cena and Laurinaitis, Over the Limit 2012. There's a chance I might actually end up selling that. Next up is actually a re-release from what was released on VHS, which is already up on my eBay, and this will also be up on my eBay once I extract it. We've got D-Generation X, the original D-Generation X, which you guys might have seen at some point. I actually don't even know if I've ever showed off the D. Actually, no, I think I did in the last video. I think I showed off all 3 of my WWE VHSs when I got the Best of Raw. No, that was in this video. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, in what was it, 2006, I think, right? Yeah, 2006, when DX returned, they said, hey, let's just re-release the old D-Generation X VHS and just censor everything WWF. So, yeah, they actually, I'm pretty sure, even just copied what was on the back of the VHS tape and ported it over. This is basically a one-to-one translation, except replacing WWF with WWE. And then, this one I'll probably keep, because this is the Cena Brock match. This is SummerSlam 2014. Also, Stephanie McMahon. Whew. But yeah, SummerSlam 2014. From what I remember, this was a fairly solid pay-per-view from what I remember. But, I don't know. Memory might have been just a wee bit faulty. So, we're going to pull this out. If I can get the freaking box to be stable, that would be very nice. There we go. Alrighty, so next up, this is one I'm probably gonna keep. I actually don't know if I will, but yeah, probably. At the very least, I'll extract it before I upload it. We've got Rock versus Cena, once in a lifetime. This is, of course, leading up to WrestleMania 28 between Rock and John Cena. This DVD would end up becoming moot when they did WrestleMania 29, like 4 months later. Yeah, no, this was a 2012 DVD. So, yeah, Rock versus Cena. Oh. Here comes a little insert for No Holds Barred. That's fun. So, yeah, there's the 3-disc set there. So, what is this? Is this just... Okay, yeah, so the first disc is the full documentary. And then, yeah, the second and third disc is... Okay, it's basically nothing but promos. It's got WrestleMania 27, Miz and Cena. It's got the Survivor Series, Never Before, Never Again, Rock and Cena versus Miz and R-Truth. And then it's a bunch of promos until the WrestleMania 28 match, which of course it had to include. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so I actually might keep this one. This is one I might completely extract and then resell, but Rock versus Cena, I mean, there's a fascinating story there. Next up, this is definitely one I'm reselling because... Oh, this does the same thing as the ladder match DVD I showed in the first... Ooh, okay, yeah, this is definitely probably going up for a resell. We've got the Greatest Stars of the 90s. This is definitely going back up, mostly because this is one I can easily extract, and... Yeah, like I said, it does the same thing as the first ladder match DVD, where you open it up and there's no little insert thingy. It's just the 3 discs. There's the little pamphlet there. So yeah, this one's kind of beat up a little bit, as you can tell. There's a little split there, but anybody who just wants to own this and doesn't care about the condition, as long as the discs play, I'm sure will be fine. This is another one that's definitely going up. I just saw the next one. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this one's definitely going up on eBay because quite frankly, I really don't. I can't imagine that this is. Oh, okay. You're not going to give me an insert. I guess it is the 50 greatest finishing moves in WWE history. Like I said, I really don't care about these top whatever lists that WWE does. The only one I actually like is the OMG DVD, which I still need to pick up, and the Raw 100 or Raw 1000 countdown of the 100 greatest Raw moments. So, yeah, you got RKO, Rock Bottom, Stunner, and you just got a bunch of naming finishers in the back. So, this is probably one I do extract, but like I said, it's definitely going on eBay. So, next up we've got, next up we've got from what I remember, apparently very, very solid pay-per-view. We've got Vengeance 2005. Of course, this is Batista, Triple H, Hell in a Cell. It's got the second, I believe, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle match. Cena, Christian, and Jericho in a three-way for the WWE title. Some good matches on this show. And, of course, disc with the insert. Like I said, I love this era WWE 2005, so definitely keeping that. This one is definitely one to sell because I don't think I have any goddamn clue. No, I actually do recognize a couple names on here. I recognize Brian Kendrick, Frankie Kazarian, Mike Mizanin is on this, the Pitbulls. Yeah, I recognize a couple names on this. I've never heard of this company, though, before owning the slot. And that is Ultimate Pro Wrestling. This is Shockwave. It's also got Rowdy Piper. Obviously, I've heard Rowdy Piper, but I was just looking at the matches. So yeah, Ultimate Pro Wrestling Shockwave. I've never heard of this promotion before. This is probably one where I extract it and then look to resell. So yeah, there's that. And then the last one, this one I know, not the last DVD, but the last one of this stack, I know I unfortunately have to keep because it's like a $9 DVD, and that is Rey Mysterio 619. This is during that time they did this DVD and Brock Lesnar, Here Comes the Pain. Oh, that sucks. They took a little hole out of the back. I don't know who did that, if it was the dude who sold it to me, or if it was someone else, I don't know what, but yeah, Rey Mysterio 619, this is another one where it's just like, yeah, 3 hour time. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a documentary, and then it's got some matches on here. It's got, for example, Great American Bash against Dean Malenko, a Nitro match against Dean Malenko, his WWE debut against Chavo, at a three-way against Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. So that's actually probably a pretty good series of matches there. You got the disc with the insert. So yeah, Rey Mysterio 619. And then the last stack of DVDs I will pull out for you lovely boys. This is the DVD that invalidates Edge: A Decade of Decadence, because this one's probably pretty good. We've got You Think You Know Me, The Story of Edge. I was considering selling both of these, but I'm probably going to keep this one. Yeah. Edge is pretty cool. You open it up, you got the discs, and then no insert, actually. I guess it just made more sense for them to print it on the inside here. How many of these matches are actually worth... Oh, actually, like half the matches are TV matches, so shit, I'll keep those for sure. Oh, nice, it's got Edge and Taker, WrestleMania 24 on here, so yeah. Yeah, You Think You Know Me, Story of Edge, that's a pretty good one. By the way, I have valued all of these DVDs already. Before I bought it, I made sure to see how much value I was getting. There's about $400 worth of DVDs in this $130 lot I bought, so safe to say I got a pretty solid deal. The next one I'm probably going to sell. I imagine I extract it before I sell it, but we've got The Big Show, A Giant's World. This is interesting. I believe this should be a documentary, and it's got an insert, so it's not going to tell me, so I imagine it is. But yeah, Big Show I've always found fascinating. I like the Big Show. I don't necessarily really like Big Show matches, but I think the dude's pretty cool. It's got a lot of matches, that's for damn sure. Oh my god, it's got Survivor Series 02 on here. So yeah, Big Show, Giants World. Next up, oh yeah, I forgot about the next one. Next one is probably one to sell, I'd imagine. It's Extreme Rules 2019. Is this a 2-disc set? Oh my god, it is. So it comes with an insert, firstly, for Titus O'Neil's book. And then this is one of those that comes with a Topps trading card. That's Daniel Bryan. I did not expect it to come with that. But yeah, for some reason, this is one of the WWE DVDs that's a 2-disc set. This is when Warner Brothers took over making the WWE DVDs, which I believe they still do. So yeah, it's got the mixed tag with Seth and Becky against Baron and Lacey Evans. It's got the return of the Undertaker. That's pretty okay. That's kind of fun, but yeah, probably one I sell. This one I'm definitely considering not selling because it's my first ever TNA DVD, and also I fucking love this dude. We've got TNA's Kurt Angle Champion. Yeah. It's a 2-disc set. When did this come out? 2008, so they probably talk about his life, barely mention WWE, and then obviously get into Kurt being in TNA and all that shit. Very funny is it comes with an insert for the TNA Impact video game, which I just recently sold my second copy of, funny enough. So, yeah, Kurt Angle Champion. I'll probably enjoy that eventually. Oh, okay, it would probably help if I didn't get the insert caught in the bottom of the DVD. That'd probably be very nice. So, yeah, Kurt Angle Champion. Next up is the last one that I'm going to keep because the last two are both doubles of mine. And this one I'm keeping. We've got Judgment Day 2006. Again, I already said I love this era of WWE, 2002 to like 2008. 2009 I'll up to like 2012, 2013. I don't know how good this show is though. I mean, it's got Chris Benoit versus Finlay, which is probably pretty damn fun. Kurt Angle versus Mark Henry. Kurt Angle could bring Great Khali to a good match, probably. Speaking of, he faces The Undertaker on this, and Rey Mysterio with JBL in a world title match. It's also got Bobby Lashley and Booker T in a King of the Ring final, so that's pretty fun. So yeah, got Judgment Day 06. And then the last two are doubles. We've got Breaking Point 2009. This is the one that was in Montreal. The one and only Breaking Point, which, fair enough, you really should have a pay-per-view dedicated to submission matches, but we got that. And then you've got Hell in a Cell 2012 with CM Punk there on the cover. Like I said, these are both doubles. I already own these ones, so these are for sure going up on eBay. So yeah, that's it. Those are all the DVDs I got. I've got the big stack of paper the dude used to help compress those down in the box. So yeah, that's the big ass lot of DVDs I just got. Now I gotta sort through these and again remember which ones I'm going to sell. So yeah, that is gonna do it for this addendum. I'll see you for the next one, which should hopefully be in my time, maybe a week from now. Would not be ideal if I'm doing an addendum like 3 days before the video is supposed to come out, but we shall see. Either way, yeah, I'll see you for the next addendum. I really hope that, well, I know for a fact it's not going to be a goodbye segment because I've got something coming in literally tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see you for the next addendum, when Modern Harry will tell you all about what he got instead of past Harry, which I technically am now. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling, get to the next addendum, please, and thank you. Alright, and we're back. We've got a little stack of things here, just because I'm going to be starting to reorganize my DVD collection. I want to get this done. If you guys are wondering about the state of my hair, I was just outside for post office reasons and groceries, and I had my toque on, so I took my toque off, and because my hair is short enough I can't really stylize it, it gets really poofy, so yeah, we're about an hour into this video probably. Let's get into it again. A small stack of stuff. I've got a couple more items that I'm waiting on, so we'll talk about those when these get here. So firstly, I ordered 2 things off of Amazon. So, ooh, second Amazon order in this update. Very Donald Trump hands-esque. The first thing that I bought was, I'm sure some people are a little bit surprised I didn't have this already, but it is Born to It, A Fan's Life, the book by Jay Baruchel about his experience being a Montreal Canadiens fan. I'm a huge Jay Baruchel guy. Yeah, I like Jay Baruchel. I know he did a video for Bar Down when the book was coming out, where he did the Bar Down quiz on the Montreal Canadiens. And I've known about the book since then. I've wanted to pick it up, and I finally picked it up. $11, very good price. It is the paperback, not the hardcover. Do need to start reading this. I'll probably get to that very, very soon. And the second thing I bought, which may or may not have channel implications, I decided to pick up WWE 2K25 on the PS4. Now, don't worry, I didn't buy this at full price. Of course, with 2K26 coming out and that being next-gen exclusive, Amazon was having a bit of a sale. This was available for $20. That's right. Just like when I bought 2K22, I want to say it was. When 23 was getting ready to come out, I picked this up. Again, just $20. It's pretty fun so far. I've been playing it the past couple nights. I've downloaded a bunch of CAWs. I went through showcase mode. I actually started the My Rise, and it's actually pretty fun so far, so that's awesome. But yeah, 2K25, picked this up. This was $20, so pretty good price so far. And then the next 5 things I bought were all DVDs I bought from one seller. It's the same seller that I've used recently. Having a lot of sales. Buy 2, get 3 free. Buy 2, get 2 free. Free shipping. I know, I think he always has free shipping, but he's holding a bunch of sales. And he's always holding at least 1 or 2 sales. And so I decided, why not? Let me pick up a couple DVDs that are currently missing out of my collection. And yeah, so firstly I picked up Meet the Spartans. Now you guys might be wondering, Harry, why would you buy Meet the Spartans? Firstly, I have a bunch of the parody films from this era, all the scary movies, date movie, epic movie. So I said, why not? It was like $3. Meet the Spartans. I'd seen it once when I was like 5 or 6 years old. But aside from that, I don't remember seeing this film ever. I've seen reviews of it, and of course, it's notoriously the second worst parody film that the Seltzerberg combo did. Meet the Spartans. Maybe at some point I'll watch it. And then next up, this has been on my watch list for a while because it's got a phenomenal cast. It's He's Just Not That Into You. Ben Affleck, Drew Barrymore, Jennifer Connelly, Bradley Cooper, Scarlett Johansson, Justin Long, shout out. A very, very good cast. I've wanted to check this out for a while. Yeah, I'll probably watch it at some point. I've always seen it on Amazon for like $4 or $5. I said I'll pick it up eventually. Finally decided to. About $2.50 there. That's very nice. By the way, this sale, if I remember correctly, was buy 2, get 3 free, I believe. Might have been buy 3, get 2 free. But either way, I got a very good deal. All of this was like $12. So, yeah, next up I picked up a film that I'd already seen. I think it's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. Maybe it's a movie on rewatch. I'll like it more. And that is Ricky Gervais, The Invention of Lying. Ricky Gervais, of course, the original creator of The Office. I think co-creator with Stephen Merchant, actually. But regardless, The Office, of course, the Academy Awards, the Golden Globes, that 1 year. They won't let him host the Academy Awards. They'll let Jimmy Kremble do it before they let Gervais do it, I'm sure. But yeah, Invention of Lying is a movie about a guy who lives in a world where there's zero lying. Everybody is 100% truthful. He goes on a date with... Is it Tina Fey? I forget. It might be Tina Fey, but he goes on a date with some... No, I think it's Jennifer Garner's character. And she's saying, oh, I'm not attracted to you. I'm only on a date with you to appease my friend. I have no interest in contacting you again. And stuff like that. It's fairly funny. And Ricky Gervais' character eventually tells the universe's first ever lie. And it ends up becoming kind of an allegory for religion. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's got a pretty good cast. Jonah Hill, Tina Fey, Rob Lowe, Louis C.K., of course, Ricky Gervais, Jennifer Garner. Edward Norton has a very funny scene in this. Solid film overall. And then next up, I finally rewatched, or not rewatched, sorry, I haven't seen this one yet, unfortunately, but I picked it up again. This is one of the ones stolen in the Great DVD Heist, so I'm slowly rebuilding the movies I had from then. And I picked this up because I wanted to see it. It's a Coen Brothers film, and that is True Grit, the remake starring Haley Steinfeld, Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, and Josh Brolin. A fantastic cast. I'm sure the supporting cast is also very good. Of course, the remake of the 1969, I believe, John Wayne film. Yeah, True Grit. I've wanted to check this one out for a while. Finally rebought it, and yeah. This one technically ended up being like $2.50, I think. Yeah, I've always seen this. It's always like $10 on eBay or Amazon whenever I look, and I'm like, okay, I want to watch the movie. Unless it's the Blu-ray, I'm not spending $10 for the DVD. Like $2-3, perfectly fine with that. And then the last DVD I have for this little section, I picked it up because it's... Oh, screen's glitching a little bit. I picked this one up because it's so funny. And it's just like, oh, okay, so this is when he was like last taken seriously as a rapper. And that is Will Smith live in concert. This was a promotional DVD as well, not even a release DVD. Actually, this might have been legitimate release, but this is a promotional copy. So yeah, it's got him doing getting jiggy with it, Summertime, and then it's also got Switch and Party Starter, the song where he tries to sound like Ludacris for some reason. It's very ludicrous that he wants to. Hey. Better bar than anything Will Smith's come up with. But yeah, I picked this up, Will Smith live in concert. I'd seen it in my watch. It was in my watch list for a couple months, and yeah, I picked it up. So I got Will Smith live in concert from 2005. Of course, Will Smith is back to being a rapper, unfortunately. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, that's all the stuff that I've picked up recently. I am still waiting on a couple other items. I believe it's 4 items I'm waiting on right now. So no, because I just bought stuff last night. There's like 6 or 7 things I'm waiting on now. So that'll definitely be the last update, because I guarantee I'm gonna keep buying shit, and it's gonna get to the point this is like a 7-hour video chronicling the year of stuff I bought. So yeah, I'm gonna end it after the next segment. So yeah, that is gonna do it for this segment. Like I said, we'll see you in the next one, which will be the last little bit of the DVD collection. Hope you guys enjoy that, and yeah, stay tuned, because for me it'll be probably about 2-3 weeks. For you guys, it'll be instantaneously when this video is updated. Alright, this is the addendum that's being added to the second part of the next addendum, I should say. This one is actually being done after part 3 has been filmed and probably edited even. I've actually edited part 1 and haven't released it yet. For anyone who wants the skinny real quick, part 2 started, I want to say in January or February. It is the last day of the NHL, is the last day of the Canadiens season. It is Tuesday, April the 14th, as I'm recording this. This is probably coming out on the 18th. Well, actually, if I'm lucky, it's coming out on the 16th, because I could release these 3 days in a row. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I've got just a small little stack of stuff here that I will be showing off, obviously, just real quick, just to let you guys know what I've got. And then finally, this can be ended, and I can upload these frickin' videos that I've been meaning to for like a year, it feels like, at this point. So yeah, let's get into it. No more jibber jabbering. We've got Jeff Dunham's very special Christmas special, of course, his stand-up Christmas special from, I want to say, 2007, I want to say. The last bit of Jeff Dunham media that I had to get up until I started not really watching him anymore, which I think All Over the Map is the last one I have. No, it's Minding the Monsters. I've been considering picking up All Over the Map. But yeah, it's a very special Christmas special. Might be my favorite Christmas special. I still check this out at least once every holiday season. Very much like that. Next up is a movie that I really, really like. I think it's very underrated. I think it's pretty goddamn funny. We've got Airheads, Adam Sandler, Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi. Fantastic supporting cast as well. Chris Farley, Michael Richards, Ernie Hudson. Oh, I can't think of his name. Harold Ramis. Great supporting cast. David Arquette as well is in this for a few minutes, basically. Yeah, Airheads. It's about these three guys in a band called the Lone Rangers. Come on. And they end up robbing this, or holding up this radio station to play their song, but the song ends up getting destroyed as it's about to get played, and so it's a quest for the outside forces to bring the song to them, the second copy of the song to them, and at the same time the police are obviously trying to get in to arrest the Lone Rangers, and it's a pretty damn funny movie. Adam Sandler, I think his first like real big film, yeah, 94. I think this was his first like big film, and then of course the next year he'd have Billy Madison and then Happy Gilmore 96. So he was off the ground running once he got fired from SNL. So yeah, it's Airheads. Next up is. This is the copy that's actually in my collection now. This is not the one that's going in the sell pile. We'll get to that next time. Spoiler. Ooh. But next up is the Rise and Fall of ECW. For any WWE fans that are watching, yeah. Very, very good documentary from what I've heard. I've heard it's one of, if not the best WWE 3-hour documentaries that they've done. It's a 2-disc set as well, and it comes with a shit ton of matches. So, Rise and Fall of ECW, very much looking forward to eventually checking that out. At some point, I will. And then I got into a little bit of a Jackass kick. So, firstly, I picked up Don't Try This at Home, the Steve-O video, Volume 2, the tour video. Yeah, I have all these Steve-O DVDs now with my Jackass collection. You can't really see. Oh, you can kind of see Steve-O Out on Bail Volume 3 from Part 1. Or actually might be earlier in this video. But yeah, Don't Try This at Home. This is Volume 2. And, yeah, dude, yeah. Great disc design for Steve-O. And then, I made the mistake of buying things off of thrift books, which I am extremely unsatisfied with 2 of these items, and I'm content with 1 of these items. So firstly, I bought Don't Try This at Home, the Steve-O video. The first one, you guys might be saying like, oh, Harry, it looks fine, what's wrong with it? Yeah, it only took me until recently to realize, yeah, it's just a disc for Volume 2. So yeah, I've been looking on eBay, especially recently. Once I realized that was the case, I've been looking to see if if there's any disc-only copies of the first one, if there's any cheap DVDs of the first one. There was one that I saw that I really regret not picking up now, because eBay's been far more reliable than thrift books. But it was like $9, which is like $1 less than I spent for this copy, and I only picked this one up because that one sold. But, yeah, it was $9. I probably would have gotten the first disc, so, yeah. I have the case for Don't Try This at Home, but I do not have the disc for it, so that sucks. So I'm going to have to spend another $15 probably to eventually pick that up, and then sell the disc only, and then if I'm lucky, find someone who will buy just the case. Maybe someone has just a disc for, or wait, no. Well, if I can find a disc-only copy. But yeah, if I can, I have to buy a whole new DVD, then yeah, just hope someone will buy the freaking case. And then next up, a little break from the Jackass stuff for a second. You guys probably know, if you guys are watching the DVD collections and the updates and all that, which if you are, thank you very much, I appreciate that. If you've watched all of them up till now. Then you guys know that I'm a big Kevin Smith guy. I got into Kevin Smith last year, and obviously into this year, it's still continuing strong. I'm really hoping 50 comes out very, very soon. Please, please, please. And so I decided to buy one of my least favorite Kevin Smith movies because it was relatively cheap, especially considering there's only one other copy on eBay and it's like $35. So I picked up Clerks 3, and I think you guys can already see what's wrong with it. The fact that it is a burned cover for the Blu-ray copy. Now, you guys might be immediately saying, oh, no, Harry, please no, please no, please no, please tell me. And no, thankfully, I can confirm the disc is legit. I don't give a shit that it's written on. I don't care, just as long as I have the disc. But yeah, it's in a DVD case, a burned cover, and I was told this was in good condition. So, yeah, we're 0 for 2, basically, on satisfaction for stuff bought off thrift books. I'm only keeping this now until I get a legitimate Blu-ray copy, so I don't know, maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the disc only, and then hope someone picks that up for like $20, spend $35, pick up the Blu-ray copy. I say that, and the day I upload this video, it's already going to be gone. And it won't be my doing, unfortunately, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll, like I said, maybe I'll sell the disc only, just throw the paper insert out, keep the case for another DVD if I need to, but again, we shall see. And then getting back to the Jackass stuff for a second, so the third thing I bought off thrift books, which ironically is the only one I'm actually satisfied with, is a book. Yeah, I know, Harry, you read? Yeah, surprisingly I do. You guys see the Jay Baruchel book and the, I feel like it's one other book that I bought recently, but I can't remember. But yeah, I decided to pick up Steve-O, Professional Idiot, a memoir, the Steve-O book. Yeah, big into Steve-O recently. This is before his comments about ice and such, so slightly less enthused than I was when I bought these originally, but I mean, it's fucking Steve-O. Jackass 5 is right around the corner. Jackass Best and Last, sorry, is right around the corner. God, that's gonna take some getting used to. But yeah, Steve-O, Professional Idiot. This is his book. I think this came out, I want to say in like 2011. Wait, what the fuck? Wait a fucking minute now. I can't tell if this is legit or not. But I just noticed it. But it's got a fucking Steve-O autograph. And I get Steve-O autographs basically everything. And I'm sure he did a bunch of runs of this where he signed his books or whatever. But I'm trying to figure out if this is a legit autograph. It looks like it. The Sharpie marks look legit. So I think I could say I have a Steve-O autograph. My name isn't Jessica, but like... Or Jessa CD, as Steve-O seemed to mark down, but... I have a Steve-O autograph. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah. So I've not even opened the book yet. I've been trying to get through the Jay Baruchel book. Not that it's a hard read or anything. I just finding time. I'm remembering that I have the goddamn book. But yeah, I want to read that, and then I want to read Professional Idiot. I might just get try and get a new copy of it then, because I don't like reading a copy and it's like, oh yeah, pages smudging a little on the autograph, and it's like, I don't even know if that can happen, but yeah, I have a Steve-O autograph now. Hell yeah. Alright, moving on for the next stuff, because I'm running a little bit over time. I bought a Blu-ray set that I thought was... I've always wanted it. I've always wanted the Blu-ray set since it came out in 2010. I've always wanted the set. I was 8 years old when it came out. And at 23 years old, I finally get it. And that is the Care Bears. No. Imagine, I just pull out a bunch of big fucking Care Bear DVD set. You guys, you can kind of see right up here all the other editions of the DVD, of the movies that I have. And I finally got the Blu-ray set. It's an upgrade on the DVD set that literally was the first set I have of these movies. And I bought this. I thought it was going to come with the slipcover. Unfortunately, it didn't. The person took it off to wash it, and then their husband ended up throwing it out, unfortunately. Regardless, though, I'll find another copy at some point. I'm sure it'll be no problem. But we've got the Back to the Future. This is the 25th anniversary trilogy. I've wanted this specific set, again, since it came out in 2010. I saw that they were re-releasing Back to the Future for the 25th anniversary, and I said, oh my god, I gotta have that. I asked for it for Christmas. Santa, unfortunately, did not bring it. Then I asked for it for my birthday, and Santa, unfortunately, didn't bring it. And after that, it was just like, okay, this is what I'm gonna find in the store. And I think I've seen it maybe once, if I was lucky. But I'm pretty sure it was the regular Blu-ray, just little thick Blu-ray set. It was not this set. So, yeah, it's got a bunch of shit. It's got U Control, which I'm not super thrilled about, or BD Live, which I'm pretty sure isn't even a thing anymore. I don't even think that is a thing. But it's got all the special features that are on the DVD, just in higher quality. Yeah, you open it up, you've got the discs. It doesn't come with the inserts. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with the instructions on how to extract the DVD. But that's a good thing because, yeah, I think this is like a second print because it just has the standard DVD where you just plop it on. This is not the one where you have to handle the latch and then lift the disc up. It's nothing like that. Just pop it off. So that's the one good thing about the later releases. Yeah, and actually apparently it's a pretty good thing because they still have the slipcover. But yeah, so probably gonna look for another version at some point. If I'm lucky, someone will upload just the slipcover. Really hoping that's the case. But yeah. The Back to the Future trilogy, fantastic films. If you haven't seen them somehow, what the hell are you doing with your life? Go watch the Back to the Future films like right now. Stop the video, go watch it, and then forget to come back to this video. I don't mind. Believe me. It's probably happened before. But yeah, Back to the Future, phenomenal films. Who doesn't like Back to the Future? Yeah. And next up is something that I bought. I already have it. However, both copies of this are going on eBay. Because weirdly, copies of this keep showing up for like 9 to $12, and I've bought one of them, and the next highest selling copy is like $35 to $40. So we'll see if I can sell these. But it is Hannah Montana Forever. Who is Hannah Montana? Now, of course, the 20th anniversary, sorry, of Hannah Montana just happened. Funny, we're talking about the 25th anniversary Back to the Future set. And Hannah Montana's had the 20th anniversary. But yeah, I used to like Hannah Montana growing up as a kid. A stupid little kid in the late 2000s, early 2010s. I liked Hannah Montana. I have this DVD. I actually bought it when it came out in 2010, ironically. So, 2010 connection. And yeah, I've had that copy since. I'm getting rid of it because I said I don't care about Hannah Montana anymore. And despite the fact that I have the movie and another Hannah Montana DVD in my collection. I think they just weren't worth selling. But the movie I know is like a $2 DVD at this point, basically. But yeah, I decided to pick up another copy, like I said, for $9. Because the resale value, make it at least $10. I think most people would. So yeah, next up, I'm trying not to look at the back because that's a little bit of a spoiler, I feel like, for the last season. I think earlier in this video is when I said I was on Season 2. I can give an update now, and I will in a second, but we've got Dexter Season 7. I might have said earlier in the video when I got the last remaining seasons, that I have the last remaining seasons. Turns out, yeah, no, I was missing Season 7, because for some reason I thought there was only 7 seasons. Didn't realize that there were 8, which I'm very happy, because that gives me an extra season of Dexter to watch. So yeah, you guys might be wondering, Harry, you mentioned earlier in the video you're on Season 2. Yeah, that was a couple months ago. What are you on now? End of Season 5, so, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure the discs are, nice and neat. I did not realize that, god damn it, but yeah, so yeah, Dexter Season 7, like I said, we're at the end of Season 5, we're actually, when I'm filming this, we're watching the last 2 episodes of Season 5 tonight, me and my best friend, so, yeah, Season 7, I finally picked that up, and I wonder how, I hope there's one person that earlier in the video commented, Harry, you don't have all the seasons, you're missing a season, Harry, you're missing a season, and then edit their comment an hour and a half later, shit. So yeah, Dexter Season 7, I now have all the seasons of original Dexter. I don't think they're unfortunately coming out with a DVD for... what is it? New Blood, Original Sin, and Resurrection, I think, are the 3 spin-off series they've done. Unfortunately. So, yeah, Dexter is done. If they have released DVDs, please let me know. I'll probably look it up, actually, at some point, if I remember. Yeah, so I have all the Dexter seasons now. Next up is a movie that I'm upgrading to Blu-ray because it was, $6, I think. And I said, why not? List the Blu-ray. Oh, no, it was like $4. I said, why not? List the DVD. I'll just have the Blu-ray. And that is Godzilla, the 2014 one, with Elizabeth Olsen and Bryan Cranston and shit. Yeah, this one comes with it's just a Blu-ray, DVD, and a digital copy. I'm not a big fan of the 2014 Gojira movie, but I said for $4, why not? Sell the DVD. upgrade as well. And it comes with a DVD anyway, so I still get a DVD, so there you go. Next up is a movie that I was really, really big on when I watched it. I was really, really a fan of it. I thought it was hilarious. Then they came out with the 4K restoration, which I still have not seen yet, because A, don't have a 4K, B, as much as I love the movie, I'm not spending $60 on a 4K of it. I'll wait until the torrent comes out, which, fingers crossed. But that is Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald, Artie Lang, Chevy Chase. Great, great film about these two losers who end up starting a basically a hit for hire business where they'll or revenge for hire. Really, I think that's even what the DVD says is revenge for hire. Yeah, so it's a revenge specialist for hire. Where they just do people's dirty work for them, and it's pretty goddamn funny. Of course, you know the of course the scene in the jail. Can you believe these characters? You know, you boys have a lot of growing up to do. I fucking love Norm Macdonald. I've been getting a bunch of clips recommended to me on YouTube ever since I started watching him. I still go back and watch that YouTube live thing he did for the YouTube comedy special thing, like once a month it feels like. Called The Magician and Sorcerer is fucking great. So yeah, Dirty Work. Love this movie. I now have both of Norm Macdonald's starring vehicles, Dirty Work, and can it be seen on screen? No, it can't, because it's all the way over there. Screwed, which is pretty funny. I feel like I'm due for a rewatch of that. I originally watched it because Chappelle was in it, and that was before I really knew who Norm Macdonald was. I was like, oh, who's this fucking nobody they have with Dave Chappelle? And I think I started to like Norm a little bit because of that movie. I feel like now I need to rewatch it, knowing Norm's comedy, knowing his style, and just I feel like that'd be a hilarious film now that I on a rewatch. But if I remember correctly, Norm did not like working on that film. I think it was kind of a hindered film, unfortunately. So maybe I'll like it. Maybe I'll probably like it more because you can probably see Norm's disdain in his performance. Yeah. And the last thing I picked up is the only video game for this section. Pretty sure there's a couple beforehand. Now you guys might be wondering why I'm picking this up. Well, there's a multitude of reasons. The only one that you guys should know right now is that I've wanted this game for a long time. It's surprisingly kind of rare, or at least expensive. And both my copies of 14 and 15 broke recently. The discs kind of went out, so I figured instead of picking up those, why not use this as an excuse to pick up this, and that is NHL Legacy Edition on the Xbox 360. Yeah, finally picked this up. I'm still eventually going to get copies of 14 and 15. I'm looking for disc-only copies. I'm looking on Marketplace and eBay. Surprisingly, no cheap copies. The closest I found is like $10 for the disc-only, which is kind of insane. But yeah, NHL Legacy Edition I decided to pick up because it's basically NHL 14 and 15, but just even better. It's got a better roster. It's got, I feel like they've updated some of the glitches. Or not updated, gotten rid of some glitches. Franchise mode, I feel like, has gotten a little bit tweaked, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, NHL Legacy Edition. This one actually just came in today. That's why I'm filming this when I am, because it just came in today. So, Legacy Edition, very happy about that. Finally own that. So, yeah, and I ironically, funny enough, I should mention all the things that are bought today, aside from Rise and Fall of ECW, which goes in the other room with the WWE DVDs. All the DVDs are in the top section, are in the have seen category. None of them are in the want to see. None of them are in the behind these DVDs. None of them are in the don't care about gonna sell pile. All of these are in the have already seen. So that's fun. So yeah, that does it for this little addendum. I don't know if I did the outro when I filmed the last sections, but in case I did, I'm going to do it here. So yeah, again, with that being the case, stay tuned for part 3. That's probably coming out tomorrow. Hopefully I'm foreshadowing and I remember to upload these correctly, Harry. Please do it. But yeah, if I make one person besides myself laugh at that, my job has been accomplished. So yeah, again, stay tuned for part 3. If it gets uploaded tomorrow, whenever the hell it's uploaded. Thank you all so much for watching, sticking by. We're probably an hour and a half in, which, Jesus Christ. So yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Harris. Always remember to please comment, subscribe, favorite, share, and those includes but not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. My name is Rice again. Subscribe to the Puff Club, the H Club, the Sub Hub, and the D Squad if you remember the Mod Squad. Thanks for monitoring comments on any streams and or in videos. It is much greatly appreciated. Wow, I've not done this outro in a while. Yeah, thank you again all so much for watching. My name is Rice, and I am out. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Peace. Bye.